Hi, my name is Ricardo Vivas, and this is Pablo Martinez, and we are a Google gang. So, the department we decided to work on about Google is Google Maps. So our presentation is going to be focusing on that, and he will be covering secondary research and problem breakdown, while I'll be covering missions, problems, and basically our idea for the moment. So, our purpose. So, the purpose of our presentation is basically to present our foundings, our data, on a partly flawed mapping system Google has provided for the general public, basically. And several drivers, of course, that work for transportation companies such as Uber or Lyft and others. So Google's mission, their mission is based on organizing the world's information and making it universally accessible and useful. And Google Maps basically narrows this down by telling us that we're going to have an experience designed to highlight what matters most to us with every search that we do. That's the purpose of their app. Our mission starts here. We believe that our research can supply Google Maps with a complementary solution that will vastly improve their system on a global scale. And our mission involves mostly updating the navigational interface on a frequent basis to its users. So here's the problems we've identified with Google Maps. By looking at app reviews on the internet and on social media, we have found evidence that that the navigation system with Google Maps has some flaws. The problem is that there's a very big problem that Google Maps has become so global that it is a challenge now to successfully update all the routes in their navigation system. And transport service company drivers also complain about this because, for example, with Uber, it is also a navigation system that has these kind of problems. And so what they do is that they use Waze for, say, Google Maps, other mapping systems. And this is we have seen the reviews on this on Google Maps, for example, and there's complaints about errors on the navigational system and that it's not updated as constantly as it should be, meaning on the demand of the drivers. And this is also a time and money consuming issue for customers and companies. So I will hand over our next section to Pablo.
All right. So most of our secondary research we conducted what came from the comment sections of various app stores. The reason we did this was there was not really much information on the internet about the issue at hand. The other majority of our research came from these data and statistics that we got from Google itself. As you can see right here, there has been around, I think it's 2,800 over the last 24 hours of negative reports that have been going on. Another area that, Google's approach to resolving their issues with their interface involves a help section under their website, and this is basically a basic Google search engine where you type in your issue and the answer to that problem appears. And what they do as well is on social media, people actually ask their questions there. They reply. They try to reply in many languages to globalize their company itself. here we will find some common solutions and some means to sending like feedback to Google themselves. All of these seem to be pretty helpful. However, they don't really like, they don't take real-time issues into consideration. Basically, they'll just give you the overview of like just problems. Yeah, and on this slide you can see some of like the features that Google Maps has within their application. We found that the one that was like the most interesting to us was that you share your real-time location, and that actually sparked the final solution that we'll have at the end of this. Okay. Some problems that Google has are usually resolved by identifying and studying technical issues such as the mobile app crashing, website being down, desktop app not working. Those are like basic preliminary issues. The one that we actually focus on the most is the GPS location. And that one is our solution itself. So I'm going to hand it off to Ricardo for our big idea.
So, our idea at the moment that we have is basically to apply a concept of a social network to Google Maps, where people can share locations in a community and navigational updates and comment also about navigational errors that they find when they're driving, or comments really that they can share with each other. And so how will Google implement this? We would tell them, maybe not tell them, sorry, probably have them consider to gather, analyze, verify the updates from that social media. It's basically study everything that people say, what people update and comment about the navigational system. And they could use that to constantly update their own system, meaning that they would compare it to theirs to see if everything's in order, and if not, hey, we got a new thing here. We didn't know this. Here's an update. We can take it in and use it for our own navigational system. And how can Google use this, for example? What can they do as an incentive to make people work here and share these comments? Well, they could use a Google Points, something that we invented. This could be the incentive that these people need to update the maps. And the way it would work is that the points will add up and people will win achievements and earn rewards gifted by Google. We haven't really thought about any rewards yet, but it's something to consider. And this will eventually fix a money and time consuming issue, since it will bring a more powerful and faster updating system to Google Maps and people themselves. All right. Any questions?
Okay, so just real quick.